Hello Gemini, and happy birthday. Welcome to your yearly astrological tarot forecast. We will be doing May 22nd, 2018, and it's going to run through June 21st of 2019. And so I hope this resonates with you. If not, definitely check out your moon and rising sign, and maybe due to your astrological chart and how the planets are playing in or in play with it, perhaps that will resonate a little bit better. I also want to mention that if you would like your own personalized reading, I am definitely available for that. You can click on the links below and either get a phone reading or an audio reading by request. And I will also do a live video reading with you through either Skype or Facebook. Just private message me through my Facebook page, which is also linked below, and I'll be happy to schedule a time that is convenient for both of us. Alrighty, so now all that's out of the way, let's see what is going to happen for Gemini. I'm going to use a few different decks. I'm going to start with my Rider-Waite Tarot deck as my base, and then move on to my witchy fortune-telling cards, and probably the Alice in Wonderland cards as well for more clarification if needed. So Gemini, May 22nd, 2018 through June 21st, 2019. My lovely twins. All right. Okay. And the way this is going to work is we'll look at what the overall focus or theme seems to be for the year, and then we'll also look at the energy and the overall outcome, and then we'll do one last card for how you feel about the year, how you end up feeling about the year personally. All right. Okay, I'm definitely going to do some clarification cards. All right, the first card that I got for the theme is the Nine of Pentacles reversed. So the Nine of Pentacles straight up is having more than enough. Remember, the very last card in tarot on the minor arcana is 10. So once you've hit 10, you've hit it, right? So the Nine of Pentacles straight up is all about abundance. You have abundance. Opportunity knocking at your door is another terminology that I like to see, that I like to use for this card when it's straight up. However, we got it reversed. So that means that your overall theme or focus this year is going to be about possibly a money loss, or maybe going through a transition with money. I did get as the clarifying card for that, and we're going to keep going for sure. I got the ship, and it's exactly what it means. Your ship has come in, right? So it's about riches, or sometimes it is about travel, where you would be traveling. So perhaps the money where you thought your ship was going to come in actually is not as much money as it is. So it might not be as drastic as as it appears right away. So we'll look at the other cards and see what else is going on. Now, I did get for the energy of the year the Moon card. Now the moon, and it's reversed. The Moon card straight up is a lot of things. It actually is the Pisces card, and some say Cancer, but it is about water. All right, the water emotional signs, and it's very much so about intuition, but it's reversed. So it's like the old adage, everybody acts silly at the full moon. Ooh, look out for the full moon. So when it's reversed, it is actions that really don't make any sense, or handling something in a way that is out of character for someone. And I did get for the clarifying the bear, which is a straight, he's reversed, and straight up it is good speculations. It's also about how others view you, okay, or how others, or maybe how you're viewing the situation, you're viewing someone. So it's speculations that aren't real. In other words, it's kind of like possibly your words, and you are Gemini, so you're all about communication. Possibly your words are taken out of context, which could clearly happen with Gemini, because they are all about communication. As the overall outcome, I did get the Ten of Swords, but if there's a couple ways to look at the Ten of Swords. It's the death of something, but oftentimes it is in a good way. So it could be the death of something that's been troubling you. It could be it could even be debt, like you paid off some debt, or it could also be the opposite, where a whole bunch just comes at you really, really fast. But the Ten of Swords in general is a clearing. So you have to look at it that way. It is also a clearing. Sometimes we need to have everything bombarded at us in order for us to take care of it, or we just let it go. And it's not helping you. It's just making it worse. It's just making matters worse. And interestingly enough, I got, as the clarifying card, the snake. Straight up is literally a snake in the grass. So it would be someone who might undermine you at work, to blame you for things that you didn't do, whatever, a snake. But you're never quite sure, is that really that person? Because it's reversed, I feel that these two cards together, if someone is terrorizing you, bullying you, whatever, throwing things at you, you clearly know who it is. It's not hidden. You know who you're dealing with. It's not hidden. So if we put all this together, so far what we have is, it looks like a loss of riches, or something financially not working out to the way that you thought it would be, due to poor speculation. Now, it could be poor speculation on your part, or it could be where someone told you falsities. Basically, it's almost like, I'll sell you the Brooklyn Bridge kind of thing, and you fell for it. You thought your ship was going to come in, and truly there was no ship at all, which actually makes total sense when you put these cards next to it. So there could be I would be warning you at this point to be careful about any financial dealings that you might have. Read the fine print, know exactly where you're going, because there is a snake in the grass out there that is clearly going to be telling you falsities. Now, that's if someone's doing it to you. Perhaps this is you. All right, if this is you, be aware that if there is something that you have some false or negative financial dealings going on with, that there's a strong possibility you're going to be found out. So keep that in mind as well. Now, I do want to do some clarifying cards on this and see exactly where this is going. Do some numerology on this here. 5. The energy so far is a 5 energy, Gemini. So what I'm getting is 5 years. If we go numerology wise, we run through 9-year cycles. So a 1 year is new beginnings, clearly. A 9-year is endings. And it all makes sense, right? So you need endings for new beginnings to make room for new beginnings. So when you're in a 5 year, 5 years in general are a bit tough. They're, we have to go through them. They are lesson years. Oftentimes they are lesson years. 5 years are a very good time to really pay attention and not be impulsive, because if you are impulsive in a 5 year and don't read the fine print or don't understand exactly what's going on, you will have a mistake that will bleed through for the next 4 years. So it's really important when you're in the middle of that and the energy of that type of a year, to pay attention to what's going on, and also do everything on the up and up. Because 5 years can be chaotic, and oftentimes it's when if you have been doing anything, potentially off color, 5 years is usually the year you're going to get caught. So let's see here. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, so for my clarifying card with my Alice in Wonderland tarot cards, which are an awful lot of fun, is the 9 of Cups, or 9 of Hats in Alice terms. So the 9 of Cups straight up is always my wish card. It's my manifestation card. So when it's straight up, it means that whatever you manifest, you have a very strong possibility of having it come into play. So it's your wish card. So when it's reversed, it is be careful what you wish for, you just might get it. Now, if you put your wish is not necessarily coming into play the way you wanted it to. So when you put these 3 guys together, we have a loss of money where you thought your ship was going to come in, and your wish isn't necessarily how you expected it to be. So it does appear that the overall energy is of the year is going to be careful what you wish for, and to definitely pay attention to the fine print, do everything on the up and up. So energy-wise, I got the 5 of Oysters, which is Pentacles in Tarot Weight, and it's reversed. So when the 5 of Pentacles is straight up, it basically means that we are not seeing there is hope out there. We're just not seeing it, and it is a tough financial time. All right. When it's reversed, it actually is somewhat the opposite. So it's not as tough as we feel it is, okay? But with it being coupled with the moon and speculations, it's telling me there again, though, that although it's not all that we thought it was going to be, it is still something, even though it's not what you thought it was going to be. But this also does denote a loss as well, a loss of money, so a loss of financial income. So it could be, let's say you're having a court date, perhaps the fine gets reduced. There's still an outlay of money, but the fine is reduced. So you went in speculating that everything was going to be cleared up and you were going to walk away scot-free. You do to a point, but there's still an outlay of money or time or something that's of value to you. And then with the overall outcome energy of the year, I got for the clarifying card the 6 of flamingos, but it's really 6 of swords. So when it's straight up, it's making a getaway. All right. You're still taking your troubles with you, but you're going to get a fresh start. When it's reversed, it's you can't get away. So what I'm seeing here, or you get caught trying to get away, is another thing. Or someone that you're involved with in this situation gets caught. So if you're going to court and this is about the other person, they're gonna get caught if you're involved in some type of a legal battle. So there's no getting away. So the snake is going to come out of the grass. It's all going to come down basically, and there's no getting away from it. But the good news is, even with all this energy, it clearly does mean that it's a karmic thing. It needs to happen. And the reason that I'm saying the karmic thing is because I have the one of the major arcanas right in the energy spot. So anytime there's a major arcana in my layouts, I take very close notice because it's more of a karmic card. It's something that is going on. It's kind of out of our control. So whatever this is, whether it be in a bad business deal or something like that, this is a karmic thing that it's a lesson that you're supposed to be learning. And there again, being in a 5-year, that's kind of what 5 years are all about. So it's actually true to form. Now let's look and see how you overall feel about this. I know it doesn't sound like a very good year, but this too shall pass. It's we need to go through 5 to get to 6. So let's see clarifying. I'm going to use let's see. Okay, I'm going to use this. I think I'm going to do one more clarifying layer, I think, just to see, and then we'll do one last card for how you're overall going to feel about it. Okay. Okay. This is good. All right, this is actually exactly what I said. And 5 keeps popping up in that energy. So, all right, the very last for this overall foundation, I got the bride reversed. So when she is straight up, obviously it's a commitment, right? It could be love, maybe not, but either way, it's a commitment. It's a marriage. When it's reversed, it's lack of commitment. So, or it's a commitment gone wrong. If I'm getting it in a love reading, it's a divorce. So if it's a financial reading, then, possibly you're going to be losing money due to, family, someone close to you. In this situation, because of everything that we're looking at, I feel that, it is some type of a financial dealing due to a commitment gone bad that is, creating this lack of money or the sudden money loss. And interestingly enough, for the energy, if I do the numerology on this, it goes back to 5. But I got the clouds. But the clouds, the way it's laying out, the dark part is behind you. So when I look at my overall layout, the dark part is behind you. So the clouds are moving away. So the energy, due to this situation, is actually creating the clouds to move away. There again, it was karmic. It needed to happen, whatever this might be. Very good news at the overall ending energy. I got the lilies, which is a happy life. All right, so whatever this is going to be a relief, just as I said. So it's in the end, it's going to feel like a relief. If it's something that's been pending that you have been worried about for a very long time, because remember we got all the way to 10 in the swords, and swords often, although they're about communication, often they're the trouble cards of the deck, so, or the trouble suit of the deck. So you got to the end of it, so it would be a relief. So this is probably something that actually has been brewing in your world for a while, and it's finally going to be over thanks to the energy of a 5-year. All right, so I'm going to do the one last card that is going to be how you overall feel once the year is over, and about how the year went. And I think I'm going to do these because these are fun. This is the Alice in Wonderland playing cards, and they have cute little sayings. So how is Gemini going to feel at the end of the year on June 22nd, 2019, when they look back? How are they going to feel? Okay. And I got it reversed, but what I got was the Queen of Spades. Okay, so the saying that goes with this is suppress him, pinch him off with his whiskers. So these cards have just like little Alice in Wonderland sayings on them. I know you can't read this. My lighting leaves a lot to be desired, but I got it reversed. So although you spent a very frustrating 5-year, if this were straight up, I'd say, you're still going to have some residue of frustration that's pretty prominent. But because it's reversed, it's still there. You still have possibly maybe resent or some type of feeling, but this too shall pass. It's reversed. It's going to go away. I believe in 2019 you're going to see, because if it all falls together, you'll be going into a 6-year hopefully, where you can look back and understand, well, that's why that happened. Thank God that happened. So that is your reading, Gemini. I hope this helps you. If it is a warning, forewarned is forearmed. If you know exactly what this is all about, please message me. I'd love to know how it's going for you. And just keep in mind that whatever this is, this too shall pass. And no problem is forever. Just keep your head up high, and I do wish you a happy birthday. And please let me know what you think of the reading by either subscribing, liking, or both. And till we meet again next year, good luck and have a fabulous year, Gemini, and happy birthday.